Are you a fan of finding Easter eggs in movies and music videos and television shows? You know, those hidden clues, references, inside jokes they put into their creation. There's a lot of movies that when you rewatch them and you start seeing little things that you didn't see before, it's almost like adding another layer to the movie. And one of the classics is Back to the Future. If you've seen this movie, let me know if you caught this too, or if this is the first time catching it.
I was watching Back to the Future when I noticed something. We know at the beginning of the movie, Marty meets Doc at the Twin Pines Mall. That's where they test the DeLorean for the first time. But wait, when Marty returns from 1955 at the end of the movie, the mall's name has changed to Lone Pine Mall. Is it a mistake? Check this out. When Marty traveled to 1955, he crashed into one of the two pine trees that stood on that land. So from that moment on, only one pine was left on the spot where the mall would later be built. Hence the name. That tiny moment literally changed history, from Twin Pines Mall to Lone Pine Mall. Not even Doc himself knew about this detail.
Bert Scott is amazing. I love it. Wow. Good job.
Even the Doc didn't know about it. That's a pretty brilliant scene. And of course, you've seen the other two Easter eggs they put into the movie. And if you didn't know about the other Easter eggs, here's another one. This is probably the most disturbing one.
It means your future hasn't been written yet. No one's has.
I can't unsee that now. Every time I see that movie, I automatically see that scene. You can't unsee it once you see it. And then, of course, right here, the 9/11. As you can see, the time is 1:16. But if you flip it around, it says 9/11. And of course, it's the Twin Pines, like the Twin Towers. Similarities, coincidence, who knows?
No! Oh, wait! Much better! Oh!
You remember that song, Come Together by the Beatles? Did you know the song was about each Beatle?
Do you know the theory that each verse of Come Together was written about a different Beatle, including John himself? The first verse is about Ringo, talking about him coming grooving up slowly, that's him shuffling in on his drums. And describing Ringo as a joker calls back to how he was the funny one in the Beatles group, and that's how he was usually seen by the band. And he just do what he pleased, that's Ringo to a T. He was definitely the more chill one. Verse number 2 is about George. He was, of course, the most spiritual one of the band, and you can see little references throughout this verse. He wear no shoe shine, he was the more barefoot spiritual character, as well as the very spiritual I know you, you know me, you've got to be free. That's a very George way of thinking. The third one I think is the most obvious. This is definitely John. You've got the Yoko references in there. Bag Production was his production company, which came from their whole bagism protest concept. Walrus gumboot is another reference to John in the I Am the Walrus style. It's putting his identity into this verse. And then the last verse is about Paul. Roller coaster could be a helter-skelter reference, or just the fact that Paul was known to be very emotional and going up and down quite a lot. Muddy Water could be a nod to Paul's love of American rock and roll, and especially artists like Muddy Waters, who really influenced the early Beatles sound. Mojo Filter kind of references Paul's charm and very likable quality to win people over all the time, which John definitely noticed about Paul. Not to be good looking because he's so hard to see is a reference to Paul being the cute Beatle, something John's kind of making fun of him for, but he even called him the pretty Beatle himself, so.
A pretty face may last a year or two.
So what do you think about this theory? Do you think it holds up, or do you think there's just little bits of the Beatles in each of the verses? I also like that. Or maybe it's all just a lot of nonsense.
If you're a big Beatles fan, let me know what you think of this. I didn't know.
I didn't know.